Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I'm going to share with you the train journal. It's finally finished. I'm going to do my best to keep it on screen. It is bigger than my filming space, so I will do my best to keep it so you can see it and not to knock things over while I'm showing it to you. Move my glue sticks since I won't be using those, but it's finally done. Got the corners put on there. I distressed those a little bit, and I thought they were a nice addition to the cover. Got the pockets filled. We made this together. I've just stuck some other ephemera in. I've gone through, let's see, can you see the, let me try to do it like this. I'm not going to do the whole thing. Okay, well, I'll show you as much as I can, and I'll try to do it rather quickly. Some tabs on the pages. Like I said, added some various and sundry pages to, like this is a page out of a timekeeper's book. This is an ad out of the big book that I took a lot of the train images out of. I hated to waste any of those things, so I used a lot of those. Here's the digital that I used for some writing space, ledger, pockets. There's one of my hidden paper clips that I made in a previous video. Some old receipts that are train related. There's the other side. I made a pocket on this one of the little hidden paper clips. So I stuck a train related or railroad company related interest coupon in that little pocket on the back just for a little bit of interest. Some more really cool grungy ledger paper. The diagrams from the other train book that I used for this. The pockets that were just simply some brown paper that was folded that I found from the Art Resource Center. One of the tags that I made. Like, I used a lot of postcards in this. Here's a journal card that I made out of one of the images from the train book, which I thought turned out pretty nicely. There's another ledger page that I used some Tim Holtz ephemera on to give it a little pull tab. This is the edge of a mailing envelope, or a big envelope, but not a mailing envelope, but for keeping receipts and stuff in. Here's one of my old-fashioned writing pages. This blueprint was in one of the books that I got, or one of the packs I got us of railroad ephemera stuff, and I just loved it. But I also just loved the writing on the back of it, so I didn't want to glue it down. I didn't want to glue anything on top of it, so I hinged. I kind of hinged. Well, let's see. I obviously got a little overzealous with my glue there. There we go. And hinged a piece of graph paper and put a tab on it. Just so they could still see the back of that. This is the other side of that with the larger graph paper. This doesn't have any writing on it. Here's a tuck spot that I did with some smaller train book page that I found, and an old ticket. I don't think it's for train, but maybe train or bus. Let's see. This is more of the digital. This is that envelope I was trying to think of. Yeah, and I just put some ledger paper in the envelope. I covered the flap of the envelope because it had glue on it, and I didn't want the glue to activate at some point in the future and glue that shut. So I covered it over. Here's another one of the pockets. There's the other side of that train diagram. So it's got a little tuck spot on the back of that. Here's a belly band that I made with the train. I thought the train card went nicely with that. And I put a bag in there, put some ephemera in there, including this long skinny tag. I just love these long skinny tags. I don't know why. They've become like one of my favorite things. And some diagrams, some more ledger, some more the digital from Roxy Creations. Writing page. This is an envelope that I collaged and then added onto this part of this page because it wasn't big enough to go all the way across, but I like the image of the bird, so I wanted to use it. So I lined the inside of it, collaged the outside of it so I could put a tag in it. It's made a pretty substantial pocket. I'm happy with the way that turned out. I think I'll use that again in my my future journals because it's really sturdy. I like it a lot, and it was really fun to collage on. And I added some postage stamps and some railroad ephemera to the image of the birds. There's the map pocket that I used, and I used another one of my hidden paper clips to tack on another, I think it's a vintage postcard. If it's not vintage, it's made to look vintage. Here's some more stuff tucked in the pockets. Here's the ledger page. Oop. Some more of this pretty digital ledger paper. All of my favorite things, you know, if you'd think I'd made this journal for me. Another one of the hidden paper clips with a pocket on it. Hold some ephemera on there. These pages are from a radio repair, not journal, book. And then I used one of these train slips as a tab for this page that's got images and information about trains. And here's a vintage postcard in there. Some more of this. A lot of really cool, I guess they would have probably been ads for the trains originally. This is a piece that, oh, you definitely won't be able to see that from that angle, but I glued 2 pages together, and I wanted to keep part of it, so I made this a flip up. So this paper's kind of thin, so I added some reinforcements there with some different paper. Another part of that beautiful digital from Roxy Creations. A little bit of train stuff there, and this is another page like the one I just showed you. And a little bit of the extra map that I had left over from the pockets that I made. There's another pocket. I used a postcard for that pocket, which worked amazingly well, actually. Some ledger paper, another information about trains page that had some kind of cool photos on it. Here's another tuck spot that's a postcard, and it's got some vintage train information in it. Here's my another one of my belly bands. This one I put a large craft envelope behind it. Just I really like the envelope, and so then I added some book page in, and there's one of the journal cards that I made, and then added this postcard to kind of fill out the belly band a bit. And there's a flip here for this another one of those images from the railroad book. Got lots of images left in that book. I think there may be another train journal in my future. Here's one of my bookmarks that I made from the Roxy Creations Challenge. I really like the way these turned out. It's got this little journal spot on the back of it there, and it also works really well because the top sticks up, so it's a tab. So it's great for turning that page, and then I added the other tabs that you could see that there was a journal spot there, but it works well just as a tab to fold to turn the page. There's another ad. Here's the back of that map pocket piece that I put in. Whew, that was really hard to say. Okay, and here's the back of it. And I just found this train stamp in my Sweden stamps that I'm continuing to sort through, but I thought that was perfect. And then here's the back pocket with some, it's got a postcard in it, and a journal card, and a couple of those timekeepers, or one timekeeper page, and then a page from the book. And then here's the back of the journal. So turned out to be just a little bit of a gator mouth. If I hold it closed real tight, it doesn't look gator mouthy, but it is a little bit of a gator mouth. And I have made a very simple pouch for it to go in. And this is still kind of a work in progress. I am trying to decide if I want to add something else to this, but for now, that's where that stands. And finally, after I don't even know how many months and months of me working on this, the train journal is complete. So I thank you for joining me today, and I hope you will join me again in the future. And for now, I will say bye-bye.